Hello, and welcome to an episode of Clash of the Commentaries, a cinephile commentary co-hosted by myself, Joe Buckley, a malcontent who loves films but makes no effort to really understand them. Along with my good buddy and film buff, Ryan Matthew Ziegler, we will argue various points and off-topic tangents as we watch films only one of us truly enjoys. Thanks for tuning in to Clash of the Commentaries, and please enjoy our ramblings. You can start the film in 3, 2, 1, play. Me.
All right. You can open your eyes now, Joe.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, this is, I have no idea what movie this is going to be.
No, it's a movie I chose based on many of the inane ramblings of Mr. Joe Buckley over the last couple of years.
Okay, Universal. Maybe it's Psycho. I'd enjoy that.
I think you're in for a treat today, Joe.
A Psycho remake?
I'm going to be quiet until you figure out what you think it is.
Oh, is this Transformers?
No, it is not Transformers.
That's Paramount, right?
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Okay.
Uh-oh, can you tell yet what it is?
No.
Hey, The Fast and the Furious.
Gross.
From 2001, the original Fast and the Furious. I am an unabashed fan of this film series.
I already hate it. That's too many TVs. I hate this film. You know what? I'd rather watch them 2001.
Now, Joe always talks about how he hates mindless action movies, and he's used Fast and the Furious franchise as a scapegoat forever, saying that people who like these movies are stupid, they're brain dead.
Well, I didn't say that.
You have so. You've passed judgment on fans. I said they're brain dead
movies.
And you've passed judgment on people who enjoy these movies.
Oh, all the sequels, I guess, yeah.
And have you ever seen any of these movies?
I did see this before.
You've seen this first one?
Yes.
When?
I don't know. Probably on TV at some point whenever I was a teen.
So have you seen the sequels?
No.
Okay, so you're passing judgment on a series of films that you have not seen.
But, I mean, I also pass judgment on bestiality films. I don't need to watch those.
The bull fucking shit. We both know that you have watched people engaging in acts with animals. I would bet good money. I'd bet my bottom dollar, Joe Buckley, that at some point in your life you've watched human-animal exploits somewhere on the internet.
Listen, I think everybody's seen old Mr. Hands. That's a famous video.
I don't want to hear about it.
Okay.
So, yeah, here we are, The Fast and the Furious. Like I said, man, I'm a fan of this movie series, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because the films always deliver exactly what they promise. If you want big, fun, silly, ridiculous action, much of it very impressive for the stunts and everything, you're getting exactly what you want.
But I don't really think that means anything, because if you watch a Holocaust denial documentary, you also get exactly what was promised.
Joe, there's no comparison to some bullshit you watch on the internet and your conspiracy theory mind of all this horse shit and a piece of quality made Hollywood big budget entertainment.
I don't know if this is quality made. They're doing the exact same thing in Christmas Vacation.
The car under the
yeah, that was already done, mister.
Yeah, well, they just did it a lot quicker and a lot faster, and it's more of an effect, Joe.
No, I think it was done better in Christmas Vacation.
You don't know shit.
I don't know. I saw that.
You wouldn't know shit if you had a mouthful of it.
I would never want a mouthful of it. That's why I don't watch films like these.
Yeah, like these, because you're passing judgment on these movies. What is so wrong with the Fast and the Furious franchise, Joe Buckley, understanding that you have only seen one of them?
It's just...
You've seen one of the 8 films.
For some reason, they try to interject, like, really bad drama into a car action movie.
What do you constitute bad drama? Mr. Drama Man? Mr. Shakespeare? Mr. Well-Read? What is, quote-unquote, bad drama?
Just all the characters fucking around and being sad, and, somebody cheated on someone else.
Characters fucking around and being sad.
No, bad.
Whatever. Either way, you failed there, Joe.
I don't know if I did.
That is not bad drama.
I'm just going on what I heard.
Exactly. We're finally getting to some of the third commentary. We're getting to the kernel of the problem with you, Joe. And the reason I will shut your ass down every time you start garbling bullshit is because, it's always what you heard, what you read. It's never through your own experience. It's never through your own even opinion. You literally have no opinion about the Fast and the Furious.
I go on other people's opinions.
Exactly, and that's horseshit.
No, because you can't...
Make up your own mind about things, Joe. I'll tell you what, if you watched all 8 of these movies...
Why would I?
...and you hated them, and you gave me a reason why you hate them...
I didn't like the first one, so I'm done.
What did you dislike about it? We're watching it right now. What do you dislike? What have you disliked so far? There was a cool car stunt. well cut together,
all that's happened.
well choreographed. Well, what's wrong with that?
I'm not into car exploitation, first of all, and if I was, I'd rather see like something from the 70s or something.
Like what from the 70s? What is Mr. Carsploitation expert?
Death Race.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
you consider that carsploitation?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Death Race?
I haven't.
Okay.
So see, I'd rather watch that than this.
So you read that on the internet too?
I heard of it on the internet, sure.
But you speak with such authority.
I'm not saying
I'd rather watch Death. Why would you rather watch Death Race than watch Fast and the Furious?
It's just a lot more raw.
How do you know it's raw if you haven't seen it?
Because it would have to be raw. It was made in the 70s.
No,
they didn't have nice fancy effects in the cars. They
so
have
by your
CGI
definition,
hoods.
because a movie's made in the 70s, it has to be raw because it was made in the 70s.
No, not. But I'm saying that the car effects would be more raw because they all had to be done practically. Yeah.
Or it could be the fact that it was made by Roger Corman.
Yeah.
And so it was super low budget, but we don't probably even know that.
No, I did. Corman. Yeah.
I like this. I like this. Look at you sitting there. Getting all,
Little Shop of Horrors.
Joe jumping right in with the sass and the anger. I love it. Because this is the whole reason we do these commentaries. This is the kernel. This is the essence. It's because how long have we sat, all of us, Tyler, Nick, everybody, we've sat here and we've heard you speak with such authority on all of this quote unquote popular entertainment and why it's shit.
That seems objectifying.
And people who like it are shit. But you haven't seen any of it.
I've seen one of it, and also, how do people know what they may or may not like? They hear about it. Otherwise, you have to watch everything ever made to have an opinion.
No, yes, you do. If you're going to speak with authority on a subject, you should have experience in that subject. So if you're going to sit and wax poetic, wax Buckley-etic about what a piece of shit franchise this is, 8 films deep, when all you've seen is the first one, probably on TBS in parts 7-8 years ago. You don't. It's moot, man. Your opinion is dog shit.
I don't know if we necessarily need subtitles because this is all going to be garbage. But we could throw them on.
It's all going to be garbage because it's popular entertainment.
Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with that.
What the fuck are you eating?
Cheeseburger dogs.
I'm trying to sit here. Really, and I'm getting Joe riled up, man. Joe is getting, this is for real. This is how Joe gets super angry when you start talking about these sort of things. But now he's sitting here eating a cheeseburger. It looks like a fucking dog turd.
Well, listen, I can't help the way my food looks. I just buy it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's a cheeseburger in dog form.
So by that definition, okay, cheeseburger in dog form, that to me sounds like shit. That is something I would probably never eat. However, I don't really know if that cheeseburger dog thing is good or bad because I've never tried it. You want a bite? No, but I've never tried it. You see what I'm saying?
Oh.
You see what I'm saying, Joe? It's the same thing. But you can make an informed
choice based on other things that you've eaten before.
You can make an informed choice, but you can't speak with authority on something if you haven't experienced it. You can say, well, I probably won't like that based on previous films of a similar ilk that I didn't like and the culture around it and whatever. You could say, I probably won't like it, but you can't with authority say that you don't like it. And you can't with authority say that it's bad or that people who like it are stupid or full of shit because you don't know. It's that elitist fucking attitude that I hate among quote unquote cinephiles.
I mean, I'm a film critic, I believe.
You ain't a film critic because a film critic would watch, like somebody like Ebert would watch the film within the context of the genre.
No, Ebert hated horror movies.
He hated what?
Horror movies.
He would, well, then why did he give Devil's Rejects such a high note?
He occasionally gave a handful of them high ratings, but he basically hated the genre.
He might have hated the genre, but he always gave a fair estimation of the film, usually where it existed within the genre, i.e., he would not rate, let's say, The Hills Have Eyes. He would not hold The Hills Have Eyes to the same standard as A Touch of Evil or, anything like that, any sort of film, because that's a shit comparison. You can't compare them. They're two completely different genres trying to do two separate things. So he would compare horror films within the context of the horror film.
Yeah.
Because he's a true critic. You won't do that, Joe. You just assume it's all shit because you're intimidated because you think the people that like these movies are alpha males who succeed and do life right. They don't sit in a basement.
Well, no. No one who wants a high-octane car does life right.
And you're intimidated by it. And it's a stupid idea. Oh, but I know you, Joe, and I know that's how it is.
Oh, Tyler, can you throw on the subs? Because I still don't know what any of these people are saying. They want NOS, I believe. They went into the NOS
Joe
shop.
Is so riled up right now. I love it. Yeah. That is why Tyler and I kept this title away from you.
Okay.
Because I knew, because your preconceived, bourgeois, bullshit, pretentious, precious attitude about cinema, even though you've watched about 7 movies in your life.
No, I've watched a ton. I've got 800 DVDs here.
Immediately you'd be hating this movie and talking your shit and being a stereotype.
Look at all those
the stereotype
placements.
Basement dweller who hates anything that's somewhat popular. You like perpetuating that stereotype. And those stereotypes and people like that, I shut them right the fuck down.
I don't know. It seems like a lot of product placement. Because that's 3 NOS signs right there.
Well, it is product placement. All movies have product placement.
No, not all of them.
All major movies have product placement.
Nah, not the good ones.
Remember last week when we watched one of your favorite movies of all time, The Shining, and there was non-stop product placement?
Yeah, no,
there was
that wasn't
dozens.
product placement.
Oh, what was it?
It was natural set dressing.
Okay, but you don't... They could have made generic titles and generic labels
that's
for all
cheapen the
those.
movie.
Well, regardless, that is still product placement. That is The Shining is a major Hollywood
hey,
mainstream
Ryan, why
movie.
don't you shut the fuck up and let me watch the movie?
See, Joey's getting so riled up. Woo!
Yeah.
I'm digging this, man. I'm glad I brought snacks.
Okay,
I'm
good.
glad I brought snacks.
I got snacks too. I got the burger dogs.
Oh, this is great. Now let me set the picture for you.
That seems pretty dangerous because they're
Joe
just gonna
Buckley-
plow into a citizen.
Joe Buckley's sitting here with a Pennywise T-shirt on,
I do. I enjoy 90s it.
and I'm surprised you do because it's all over
Good
the
performance
internet
by Tim Curry.
and it's popular and it's something that a lot of horror fans like. So I figured you would hate it because it's popular
No,
because that's normally how you roll.
I don't
You
hate
know this.
popular movies. I hate bad movies.
But you hate movies that you haven't even seen and you call them bad.
I mean, I
Because you have
assume
a
that they're bad
preconceived
because
notion
Yes.
of certain genres. How do you feel about Rush Hour and Rush Hour 2 and Rush Hour 3?
Have
you
haven't
seen them?
seen them. Number 1, that's a lot of movies named Rush Hour. I believe there's even a 4. Isn't there?
I have no idea.
I think they're
actually.
making a 4. So I can't imagine they do something in Rush Hour 3 that they couldn't have done in number 1.
But you have...
I mean, The Godfather, that has 3 movies. That makes sense to have 3 movies. I don't know why Rush Hour needs 3.
because they're episodic, man. There's a new adventure for those characters. No different than the Marvel movies. No different than any
and there's
films.
like 30 of those.
No different than all the Sherlock Holmes films made by, Basil Rathbone back in the day. There's 14 of those. So
But they had a book to go on. Each book was like a movie.
No, that's not true. Well, some of the films were made up stories. Some of them took one sentence from an Arthur Conan Doyle story and based an entire film around that. They were all based on and inspired by, with the exception of the first one, of course, which was totally based on Hound of the Baskervilles. But my point is, sequels, franchise films, whether you love them or hate them, they don't necessarily have to have a reason to exist. The reason they exist is 1, they're making money. 2, audiences love them. And 3, they can continue to build on the story. And
But
say what you will about
that's not really a reason to make a film.
No, the reason to make
money.
The reason to make a film is to make money. You want to be real about life? That's why you make a movie.
I don't know.
To make money.
That's not what some people do.
Well, at the end of the day, they were trying to make money. If their movie doesn't make money, guess what? They never make another movie ever again. That's real life. That's taking the pretentious bullshit out of it. And I have no problem with that. I have no problem with it being show business.
Yeah.
And it's the
See,
pretend.
I don't think you get the best movies that way.
Well, not all the time, no. Sometimes it's completely a commodity and it's shallow and it's shit. But there are other times where a movie is made by a director for hire and it becomes an absolute classic. It depends on the talent of the filmmaker, but at the end of the
she's got to
day...
leave skid marks on their face.
So who?
Huh?
What?
No, she said she's got to leave skid marks on their face.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
I like that. Poo-poo on the nose.
I knew it would lead to that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm not saying the Fast and the Furious franchise is high art, but I'm saying it is...
I don't think it's even entertaining.
Well, and that's fine. You can think that this one, as you're watching, is not entertaining. You can't say that about any of the other ones because you haven't seen them. You don't know. And that's the kind of shit that is what the internet culture, the troll culture, the bullshit bourgeois culture of film cinephiles, perpetuate.
I don't know. I think
Well,
I'd rather just be watching, like, The Witch. That'd be good.
I love The Witch too, as much as I love Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
So, because I like film. I like cinema. I don't give myself rules. Well, I can't like this because I don't like the culture around it. You may think you don't want to see it, but you don't know until you watch it. There's a lot of movies that I'm like, oh, that looks awful. And I've watched them and they've been fantastic.
Mm.
And there have been some that have been just as bad as I assumed. But at the end of the day, man, you can't speak with authority
No,
if
but
you don't know.
You can, based on your previous life experiences, everything you've heard about the movie,
You
what
can
everyone
say
else says about the movie, and what you
say-
think about movies like it.
Yeah, and you can choose not to see the movie, but when you sit here and say it is shit, a declarative statement, a fact, not an opinion, a declarative statement is a fact. So, Joe, when you say these movies are shit, you're speaking from a point of authority. You're not saying I think they are probably shit based on yada, yada, yada. It's that bullshit, again, trolling declarative statement stuff that immediately ruins everything else that comes out of your mouth after that.
Anything that's based on quality coming out of a person's mouth can only be an opinion. It can never be a fact.
It can be, but opinion isn't just saying anything you want to fucking say. Opinions are based on experience. You can go outside right now and say the fucking cloud is made of marshmallow. That could be a opinion. It's bullshit though. It's a bullshit opinion.
I don't know.
Because we know it's not made out of a marshmallow.
Well, maybe science is lying to us.
There's educated opinions based on experience
I call them educated liars.
And if you watch this movie and you watch these movies and you hate them, that's fine. I don't care how you feel about it as long as you watched it. Then you have a place to stand on. But that is the problem with you, Joe. And that's why we've all yelled at you so many times, is because you stand around and you go on and, oh, this is crap and this is bullshit and blah, 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 with having no reason to say one way or the other.
Well, no, I've got a reason to say it because I've seen one of them before, and I know I wouldn't like any of the others based on the quality of that one.
And that's fine, but that's not what you ever say. You don't say, I probably won't like the others based on not liking the first movie. You say, the entire franchise is shit. These movies suck.
Yeah.
Well, that's a declarative statement. You can't say they suck if you've never even seen them.
But I mean, if you look at the Rotten Tomatoes score, I mean, that's an objective way of clarifying that they suck because they all got like 20s.
And that's fine. But at the same time, you, Joe Buckley, can't say you hate a movie you haven't seen. It doesn't.
But I can hate the idea around it. I can
fine.
hate the plot, the basic plot.
That's fine. You can say you probably hate all those things based on what you read. But at the end of the day, your opinion is being based on what others have fed you. So even then, it's not your opinion anymore.
No, it's not what others have fed me. It's the basic trailer. It's the basic plot outline of the movie. I mean, that's all stuff coming from the studios.
That plot outline is coming from that plot outline is coming from somebody else. It's not coming from the movie you sat and watched necessarily.
No, but I mean, a movie can't talk.
You know what I'm saying, Joe.
No,
don't be stupid.
Come on, that's pretty objectifying.
Joe, you worried about anything being objectified when you spend 90% of your time enjoying the exploitation of other human beings on the internet? Come on, that's laughable.
I don't know.
That's laughable.
I'm just saying. I mean, this is a mainstream film. I mean, what are teenage girls going to think if they see this?
I don't know.
And then their boyfriends are going to be pawing up at their chest and trying to lick their clits.
Joe.
In the theater. That's awful. That's awful, Ryan.
That's stupid, Joe. And I shouldn't even giggle at your greasy ramblings.
No. See, I think these are educated ramblings.
To encourage you.
And look, now he's hacking his own car.
Yeah, they're getting ready to race, man.
Oh, boy. Look, he's got some monsters in this car. Yeah, that's good fuel.
Got some NOS.
More product placement for NOS?
Probably, yeah. I mean, NOS is a big thing in the world of, in this world, in this culture, in this car culture.
Playing Grand Theft Auto in this car.
Yeah, that's funny. That's ironic. He's playing Grand Theft Auto in his car, yet he's about to do a legit race, you know?
So that's like his character type, like Asian who plays games?
I don't know, man, because he's one racer. I don't even know if he has a name.
Okay.
It's been quite a while since I saw this one.
See, and just think about how bad that would be for the environment.
Joe Buckley, who lets out more probably flatulence based on his garbage diet than the fucking 14 cows outside in this field, is worried about the environment.
Someday I'm going to eat them, though, so that's a positive for the environment.
I do like that you like steak.
Oh, yeah, I love steak.
I'm surprised by that. I thought you were just pretty much a chicken man.
No, it's a good cut of meat.
Yeah, it's a good cut. What's your favorite cut?
Maybe like a nice sirloin.
I don't mean to get at you, Joe, but at the same time, I mean to get at you because this is the purpose of these commentaries.
Yeah, but see,
these were born out of the hours that we've all spent with you, where you just spew shit that you read on the internet.
But see, I mean, we're 25 minutes in. Ooh, that's bad. That's an awful shot. But we're 25 minutes in, and what's happened? Someone somewhere tried to hijack another car, and now they're racing a car, and that's 25 minutes of plot.
No, Joe. This is a street race.
Yeah, no, I know.
They're building the culture. They're building the world.
Yeah, but we're almost a half an hour in, I'm sure.
Yes, and in this time, we've built the Dominic Toretto. We've built these characters that we're going to be spending the movie with. Because we haven't been paying attention, and you can't hear anything.
No, but we got the subs.
Well, now we have the subs. We didn't for a while.
Okay.
And you know, it doesn't matter. There could be a name card above his head says Dominic Toretto, and you're going to be combative.
Still miss it?
And that's the reason I put this movie.
I want to punch him.
You're going to be combative this entire time.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. So I'm not going to even engage you on a real level like that.
Okay.
I can't even understand what's going on because even if they tell you what's going on, you're going to pretend not to because that's how you're going to roll. Last week when I watched The Shining, I wasn't combative.
Yeah.
Not about the movie. I was combative about, various aspects of your personality, and that comes with the territory of knowing Joe.
Yeah. Oh, see? CGI.
But I didn't immediately sit down and decide, okay, I'm going to just be a prick this entire time and just tell Joe that this movie's fucking garbage completely and it's a piece of shit and anyone who likes it is stupid.
Yeah.
That's how you do.
Anyone who likes it stupid.
I just said it's a
stupid
on this
movie.
Commentary, but you've many times, whether it's talking about Adam Sandler comedies, you say that the average fan of these movies, you make a sweeping generalization on the intelligence of people who like these movies.
Well, I mean, what would you presume someone's IQ might be if they go opening weekend to Jack and Jill?
Across the board, man. Some people just like to laugh, and Adam Sandler does it for me, makes them laugh.
You think like a nice doctor is going into Jack and Jill?
Maybe if they like Adam Sandler.
I don't know.
I mean, I know doctors in this town alone that love Slayer.
Yeah.
One of my friends is an attorney, and that dude goes to Judas Priest shows. Well, most people would think, an attorney's not going to be listening to metal. It's the same thing. Is a doctor going to go see Adam Sandler movie on opening? If Adam Sandler makes him laugh, it doesn't.
But why would he?
He doesn't make me laugh. I'm not a fan of his films. I don't go watch most of them, but I'm not going to make the sweeping generalization that all fans of Adam Sandler movies are brain dead because that's bullshit, bourgeois, pretentious, pompous crap. Especially coming out of a 20-year-old, 23-year-old kid who's never even lived. And barely watches anything for you. You always have these generalizations.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you have to have generalizations in order to just survive in life. That's what we're hardwired to do. Like if we see some berries, and if other people have choked to death eating the berries 80 times in front of your eyes, you don't eat the berries, and that's how you survive.
Yeah, because
spread your genes.
Yeah, because there's evidence that those berries are poisonous because everyone who's eaten those berries has died.
Yeah.
But you don't know every single person that has gone to see an Adam Sandler comedy to say that everybody who likes Adam Sandler is stupid.
No, I wouldn't say every single person, but I mean, I think you could definitely make a general trend.
I mean, the fact that Netflix spends X number of dollars on his movies and he consistently gets funding and his movies consistently make money, that tells me alone that it can't be only stupid people going to see the films.
Well, no, but Netflix is also spending a lot of money on Big Mouth.
It doesn't matter.
Who knows what else?
I don't care. We're talking about Adam Sandler, and he makes studio films too. Make money.
Yeah, they all make money. That's the thing. That's the whole thing of it.
So that means it's more than just stupid people going to see his films.
There's a lot of stupid people.
The proof is in the pudding.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying too.
So you're saying that because Adam Sandler movies make, let's say $80 million in a theatrical run, that proves that
800,000 suckers.
Well, they may be suckers. I don't know. I didn't see the movie. Again, I don't like his films. But I'm also not going to say because somebody does like their movie that they're stupid.
But, I mean, I'm going to give a little George Carlin for you.
Okay.
I mean, think of the average person, right? Average guy. How stupid is he?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Average.
I don't know. The average person to me is not a stupid person.
Well,
because if I'm going by average, I can only go by experience. And all the people I know, you add them all up and divide most of the people I know are fairly intelligent.
Yeah, but I mean, that's in like your life and your professional life.
Yeah.
And you're in kind of like a high-end market around here.
Well, it doesn't matter, though. I'm not going to just assume everybody is stupid.
Uh-oh, the cops are breaking up this race.
Oh, yeah.
No, but I mean, George Carlin would say that even half of them are dumber than that.
That's what George Carlin did for his comedy bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're not George Carlin. You're Joe Buckley.
Yeah.
George Carlin cultivated his opinions based on a lifetime of experiences and the fact that he was also writing comedy. Yes, there was a lot of truth to what he said, but he's also an entertainer and knows the power of a bit.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like everything he said he necessarily even believed.
Oh, yeah.
And George Carlin, to me, is untouchable. He's my favorite stand-up comic of all time. I love.
Yeah,
I even saw him. I've seen him twice perform before he passed away. But
Nice,
I also
nice.
know, not everything is going to be 100%. And Joe, that's the thing. Your life experience is nil. So you have such strong opinions on such vast things involving humanity and intelligence. You've got no experience to have any of this.
Well, I've got some experience.
Very, very little to make these sweeping generalizations. You've barely worked a job. You've never driven a car. You're very limited in your life experience.
I've driven a car with my mommy or father in the passenger seat.
And I'm not insulting you. If you don't want to drive, you're scared. That's fine. But I'm saying that is also part and parcel though of your generalized life experience. You've not been able to travel very much.
Yeah.
You never get out of the Illinois Valley.
I've been to a couple different states.
You very rarely get out of the Illinois Valley.
Yeah.
So your base of human experience is based really just over the handful of people you know regularly. Yet you speak with such authority on, the human condition. And that's what irritates all of us after a while.
Yeah, but see, I mean, as like a somewhat entertainer, I mean, that's what I'm supposed to be speaking towards.
When you're doing that, but when we're just hanging out personally, and that's what I think these commentaries are, because I'm not coming on here with the idea of doing any bits.
Okay.
That's still how you do, and that's why people get so angry. Have we forgotten that night when we watched all Star Wars prequels after over a year?
Yeah.
It was the same thing. You just said they're terrible. They're shit, having never seen them. And you had Tyler, you had Nick, you had Trevor, all of us at your throat. And we're like, you know what, motherfucker, we're gonna sit your fleshy ass down in a chair and we're gonna watch all the prequels.
Yeah.
And then
it was awful. It was like a 6-hour rape.
But you know what, Joe? You watch the movies, and therefore, however you feel about the movies from now on, I'm not gonna argue with you about it because you saw the films. So therefore, you now have a legit opinion instead of just spouting off what you think was going to happen and what the internet told you to say. Instead of parroting the internet, you finally have an opinion on your own.
No, beforehand, I had watched hour-long analyses of each one explaining exactly why these movies are broken.
The movie. I don't care what fucking idiot on YouTube you watched breaking down everything. Hey, I don't care. That's still not seeing the movie with your own eyes and experiencing the movie for yourself.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have time to watch everything.
Oh, fuck off then.
Okay.
Then don't talk about it. I don't have time to watch Star Wars, but I'm going to spend every waking minute anytime someone brings up Star Wars, shit-talking Star Wars. Well, then, no.
I saw the good ones.
And that's fine. I'm not even going to say what your opinion's your opinion after you see it, though. Any bullshit you spout with an authoritative stance before having seen it, no. It's like we have a new restaurant going to be opening in town. Nobody's ever eaten it, and you're going to walk around, oh, it's shit.
Well,
You've never eaten it.
What if the last 5 restaurants that they owned were full of dog and rat poop?
Well, then you have a reason to not eat there.
Yeah.
And you have a reason to assume it's going to be bad. But again, you can't say it's bad because you don't know.
But what if your brother choked down some of it and he said it was bad? And
then your brother said it was bad, but you can't say it's bad because you didn't eat it.
I don't know.
All you can say is my brother had it and he hated it.
I think I would keep saying it was bad in order to warn other people off. So that they don't have to eat crappy shit food.
Do you have any more of those? Do you have that other dog left? Eat that other cheeseburger thing. Eat it into the microphone so we can hear it.
Okay. I can do that.
I need to give you a break because you're getting all riled up and red. I don't want you to keel over.
I like the sodium.
I love it. Where'd you get those?
Gas station.
Which one?
The green one.
Here in Ottawa?
Yeah.
Thornton's?
Maybe. Nope. I got so excited, I kicked the microphone.
Remember that time when we were making Butcher the Bakers, and after one long night of shooting, we went to Thornton's, and it was like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And you wanted to fill up a 32-ounce tanker cup with slushy, which normally they don't allow.
Yes, yeah, too much slush.
But you're like, well, they're not going to care. They're not going to know it's 4 a.m. And then you filled it up, but you saw there was a cop on duty.
Yeah.
And you got real worried.
Yeah.
I don't know if you thought you were going to get arrested.
Well, it's technically stealing.
Well, the worst case scenario, they'd say, hey, that's against the rules. Pour it out. I don't think they're going to arrest you for it.
I don't know. A cop on a power trip, there's nothing they won't do. I just saw, like, what was it? Like an 11-year-old get tased today.
On the internet?
Yep. Video. You can't lie about video.
I don't know, man. I don't watch what you watch, so I haven't seen it, so I can't say whether it was real or not.
Oh, I can describe it for you.
I don't
he
care.
He tased her repeatedly, and then she screamed,
Well,
and then he tased her more.
I don't care to hear about it or know about it.
Okay. Uh-oh.
He yelled, "Nos!"
Yeah.
That's what happens with Joe. When Joe drinks a Nos, we all yell, "Nos!" because we know some
something's going to come
disgusting
out.
belch is going to rifle up from the sewer that is his belly, go right up his esophagus, and shoot out of his shit-talking, greasy-ass mouth.
I don't think about that. Hey, Ryan, are you writing a dissertation? How about you shut the fuck up and let me watch the film? What do you think about that?
If it was one of your original thoughts, I would have loved it, but I still thought it was funny.
Okay. Oh, now look at those poor stuntmen after riding a lowly taxi cab instead of their nice, clean cars.
Did you call them stuntmen?
Yeah.
That's funny.
And plus, I don't think Dominic is going to be able to get his pee-pee in his sister, and that's sad.
I don't think Dominic is trying to sleep with his sister.
I don't know.
Because pedophilia...
He seems like one of those people.
Or incest or whatever the fuck that would be. Not pedophilia, but whatever name describes a brother and sister. Yeah. I assume you know. That's why I'm saying.
Yeah, no. It'd just be normal incest.
Okay, well, whatever it is, none of that's in this film.
If it goes well, people on the internet call it wincest.
Of course they do.
Because you're a big winner.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
The dredges of humanity.
Nothing wrong with a guy on the internet. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. That's a real nice shot. That had to be in the movie. Girl on girl kissing.
Well, hey, man, if you dislike the movie, like I said, I don't care if you don't like the movie while you watch it. That's your prerogative.
Okay.
What I don't like is you just shitting on it just because you assume it has to be bad. But I will say, plenty of the things that you go and get excited about and the pieces shit we watch on Malevolent movies, you're taking to task in Fast and the Furious. I'm just going to let that...
Well, there's definitely a difference between something made for $100,000 and $100 million.
Not in this case. 2 girls are kissing for titillation in this movie. 2 girls are kissing for titillation in, one of the other films we watch. What's the difference?
I think if a movie has a budget of $50 million, it should offer something a bit more than titillation.
Okay, well... Then again, titillation is in the eye of the beholder. For some people, watching superheroes battle out is titillation.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Some people think that long, slow, plotting cinematography.
Oh, that'll get cinephiles hard. All hard and bothered.
Some of them, yeah, the pretentious ones. But the ones that like all cinema, perhaps not.
Oh, no, but I
don't
a long
differentiate,
shot.
Man. I don't give a fuck about budget. So that's why I'm not one of these indie warriors either. For somebody who's involved in indie movies, I'm not some indie warrior either. I will not like a movie just because it's indie. If I think it's crap, I think it's crap. I don't care about the budget.
No, but a long shot shows general quality if it works because you have like a nice 30-minute shot. Your camera didn't have to cut. There were no errors in the acting. There was nothing like that. So that shows technical quality.
Oh, yeah, and I would agree that's an impressive shot.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's also story and entertainment behind it to keep my attention.
Yeah, see, I don't think there's even a 1-minute cut in this movie.
Well, no, and you'd be lucky to find that in any modern film, let alone a mainstream action film. That's just not how it's made. That's not because they can't do it. It's because that's just not what's done. It's like criticizing the movie because it was made from its time. That's a bullshit thing too. It's like people that make fun of old special effects. Those special effects were amazing for their time. You can't blame a movie for being of its time. You can't criticize it for being of its time. People watch, an old Ray Harryhausen movie and for some reason, shit talk the effects.
Oh, no, I like the stop motion. Yeah, stop motion's like a dying
what I mean
art.
Is there's plenty of people out there like you that also will hate that stuff and say, oh, look at that shitty effects. Criticizing the film because it's of its era. Well, that's the best they could do at that time. And I think in some cases, if we're talking Ray Harryhausen, that's better than CG. It's more impressive.
Sure. Yeah, it makes the creatures look a lot more gnarly.
I'm endlessly impressed with stop motion animation. I always will be.
Yeah. Yeah, because whatever you're stop motioning is actually there, so there's some real grit and shit to it. It's not CGI. It just looks all just plasticky. When
you talk about 24 frames a second, they're essentially moving that puppet, that armature, 24 times for 1 second of film.
Yep.
My God, I mean the amount of work.
Oh yeah, it takes months sometimes to get something done.
I'd like to
get a scene done.
I'd like to make a stop motion puppet out of you, Joe.
Oh, okay. I see. I can't be that still, I don't think.
Like a 3-minute movie. No, I mean like make a puppet based on you.
Me? Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll give you my likeness.
Make like a 3-minute movie just about Joe's daily routine.
Okay. Just butt stuffing. No, a nice beer enema.
Have you ever drank beer, Joe?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
What'd you think about it?
Oh, all beer that I have ever tasted is awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I tried Not Your Father's root beer. That was garbage. I tried Coney Island root beer. That was terrible. You need to put some sugar in it.
Now, right now, I'm going to eat a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
Mm.
Do you say Reese's or Reese's?
Reese's. Yeah.
I often catch myself saying Reese's.
Hmm.
But I know it's Reese's.
I hope, see, that cop's going to shoot that poor blonde man.
Well.
See, now he's stealing him up.
This is how we find out that he's a police officer.
Mm.
This is how they bring him in to keep his cover.
Mm.
Well, make it look like an arrest.
Yeah.
Now, Joe, do you recognize that guy in the
bald guy?
Yeah.
I haven't seen his face clearly yet.
Because he played a character that you quote probably every day.
So I'm not an actor guy.
I'll give you a hint. You often stand in front of a mirror and tuck your dick between your legs.
He's not Silence of the Lambs.
That's him, Buffalo Bill, Ted Levine.
See, he's got a totally different look in Silence of the Lambs. I would never have guessed that.
Oh, yeah.
See, I would enjoy Fast and the Furious immensely if instead of this whole thing, it was just like this police officer would tuck his dick between his legs and just saunter on in without a shirt and say, "Oh yeah, arrest a man. Oh yeah. Oh, my body's so hot, but my prison cell is so cold." Wouldn't that be a much more entertaining film?
Maybe. Okay. Depending on my mood. I don't know. Could be.
Okay.
I like a lot of weird shit, Joe.
Yeah.
But I also like stuff like Fast and the Furious movies. Because honestly, as the movies go on, I don't see a huge difference between this franchise and Marvel. They're very similar.
Yeah,
Big, ridiculous stunts, superhero-like characters. The characters weave in and out. It's it's almost like a big Marvel universe. I mean, there's the similarities, you know.
Well, Marvel, I will give it this credit. Each movie feels somewhat a bit differently because they have different directors and shit.
Well, that's
true. It's a different little thing. Yeah, it's a different superhero or whatever.
The Fast and the Furious franchise, for the most part, had the same director. Justin Lin did the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th movie.
Yeah, it's like...
the 7th movie was James Wan, and the last one was F. Gary Gray.
Yeah, it's like Paul Anderson, like, doing all the Resident Evils forever.
Yeah. And so there is a through line. The same screenwriter wrote most of them. So there is a through line. I mean, they feel like a serial.
So you're saying this is kind of like the Up documentaries of car racing films?
Sure.
Okay.
You see aging of characters. Yeah.
Yeah, now they're just all old and fat, you're saying?
I'm getting older, not fat.
Okay.
But the one thing I do like about this franchise, and I tell you, when this first one came out, I was like you. I was like, that doesn't look like something I'd be into. So I didn't watch it. I didn't watch these movies until the 4th one came out. And people were saying it was a lot of fun. So I was like, what the hell? I'll rent the first one. It's okay. You know, I enjoyed it for what it was. A bit of nostalgia also involved in there. I watched the 2nd one, which I really don't like. Then I watched the 3rd one, which I thought was okay. And then I saw the 4th one in the theater, and on I've just really enjoyed them. I've always been impressed how they can keep doing sequels and how they'll bring in characters from other films and create a universe like the Marvel movies do. Honestly, there's no reason this franchise should be in part 8. I mean, really. There's nothing special about this first movie. There's nothing exceptional about this first movie.
Nope.
Except for the fact that
it made some money, and then they made 8 more.
But when it came out, it's got some really cool car stuff, high octane.
Well, a lot of it is CGI from what I've seen.
A lot of it's basically Point Break. This first movie is basically Point Break. It's the same. It's very similar. Undercover cop gets involved in a culture of our athletes, for lack of a better term, extreme athletes or whatever, car racing. That also is a front for crime, and then he ends up becoming a bromance, and
They
then
kiss a little?
his loyalty is challenged, just like Point Break.
See, I think that would be a much better movie. What if it's two high-octane drivers, and then they see a little glimmer in each other's eyes? They slowly lean in, maybe kiss a couple times.
Whatever,
and they decide, oh, no, like all the other gang members won't like this, so we have to keep it a secret.
Who knows? In the right hands, that could be an Oscar-nominated drama.
Yeah.
I mean, Brokeback Mountain in a lot of ways, what you just described.
Yeah, yeah.
Two guys that come from a world where homosexuality would be definitely frowned upon, to the point of death, even. I mean, that's brought up quite a bit, in Brokeback Mountain. Yet their romance,
blossoms. Maybe some tender kissing. They slowly penetrate each other at the same time.
We get it, Joe.
Yeah.
You know all about it.
Well, I've seen different movies.
I know you have.
Yeah.
I know you have.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm upset because I talked to a guy today at work who is also fully aware of your Jar movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fun Times with a Jar.
And he knows about that dumb video game you're into, about the kid, with the tear.
Binding of Isaac.
Binding of Isaac.
I love it.
Yeah, he's aware of it. He said he'd never play it, but he's aware of it.
Okay.
So
is it a guy I know or like a guest guy?
No, he works at one of the radio stations.
Huh, neat.
But he's a fan of you, Buckley. He likes Malevolent movies. He's very excited about Malevolent movies.
Cool, cool.
Don't know if he's going to listen to any of the commentaries or not.
Sure.
It's a bigger commitment. But
Yeah, definitely.
He's enjoyed Benevolent Buckley show, and he likes Malevolent movies. So far.
Awesome.
I said, well, that's our Buck.
Okay.
That's our fresh baby boy. Powder his butt.
Yeah. Tell him I'll give him the Joe Buck stamp of fan approval.
Well, you probably met him. I mean...
Oh, is it a guy who works in?
Yeah, well, yeah. He works at one of the radio stations. Now, this guy here was getting in the car and leaving. I don't know if you've seen Blade 2.
Yeah, I think I have.
He's one of the vampire
Del
packs.
Toro, right? That's the one Del Toro directed?
Yeah. I'm a huge fan of Blade 2.
Okay.
Hey, look at that barbecue chicken on the grill.
I bet that was CGI'd as well. They couldn't afford the actual chicken. They wasted it all on Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel, man, he was like one of the hottest things in the world, right after this movie came out. So popular that he was like, oh, I don't need to do a sequel. And he hooked up with the director, Rob Cohen, and made Triple X. And then...
that bombed.
Didn't do good business. And then Too Fast, Too Furious kept Paul Walker, and they brought on John Singleton from Boys in the Hood on as director on that. I'm not a big fan of Too Fast, Too Furious because of its PG-13. It almost feels like it wants to be more of a Last Boy Scout, hard R, 90s type of action movie, but it's so hampered by being PG-13 that none of the stakes are very high.
I know this one actually did get cut. It got an R first draft, and then they cut it.
I imagine so, because there's some shooting and...
Yeah, I think it was something to do with blooding a leg. You can't show bloody leg. That's an official MPAA statement. No bloody leg.
No bloody leg?
Yep.
What about bloody arm?
No bloody arm.
What about bloody face?
No. Only if it's green alien blood.
What about bloody butt?
No, that'd be even worse, because then you see two naughty things at once. You see the blood and you see the butthole. Wrong.
I'm not saying you're seeing the rectum, Joe. I'm saying the butt.
Oh, that's wrong, too.
The buttock.
Wrong. Immoral. The MPAA said so.
So, in general, Joe, how do you feel about Vin Diesel?
I can't think of anything he's in except for Fast and the Furious.
You never seen Saving Private Ryan?
Is he in that?
He's one of the main characters, yes.
Okay, I didn't know that was him.
Yeah, you should really check out some of the movies he made before he was famous. He made some short films. Multifacial's one of them. There's more to Vin Diesel than this franchise. Of course, he knows where his bread is buttered, so he's going to continue to make these movies.
I think he wants his bread to be buttered by his character's sister.
Oh, who knows?
Real sloppy.
Who knows, man? She's beautiful. Yeah. Jordana Brewster. Beautiful. See what they're doing here, Joe? That's called washing dishes.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Yeah.
Tyler makes me sometimes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sometimes people prepare their own food, and they eat it on a dish, and then they have to wash that dish.
Yeah, see, no, I mostly like leftovers.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of, salted leftovers. Uh-oh, he's insulting his manliness. That's gotta be a big insult in the punk world.
He's trying to make popcorn. It looks like you, Joe, trying to use the microwave.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what the buttons do.
Because he likes her, and she's flirting with Paul Walker, and she starts playing with him here. Teasing him a little bit.
Yeah. She's just grab his dick and angrily jerk at it.
No.
What? No, that's sometimes how you flirt.
No, that's not how anybody flirts.
I've seen it.
Maybe in the animal kingdom, but not amongst human beings.
Yeah, but the bonobos.
Oh, God, Joe. What movie are they watching? Do you know what movie that is?
Bruce Lee, it's Enter the Dragon?
No, but you're right about the Bruce Lee. They were watching The Dragon, the movie about Bruce Lee with Jason Scott Lee. Because I think Rob Cohen, if he didn't, I think he directed that. I might be wrong on that, but...
Oh, yeah, they're going to go back to the NOS store?
I tell you, I'm not a car guy, but every time I watch Fast and the Furious movies, it makes me want to have one of these, badass fast cars.
Yeah, no,
I can never drive
don't
one because
care
they're all
about
sticks. So
yeah, I don't care about cars. I don't want to go over 60 miles an hour.
You don't drive, so of course, why would you care about cars?
No, I've driven before. I don't like the speed.
But you don't have a license. You've never had a license. You don't drive.
I practice driving.
You don't drive.
Sometimes.
No, you don't. You don't have a license. You don't drive. Occasionally in the past, people have given you, tutorials and taken you on lessons, but you don't drive.
I've driven.
What are you going to do if you get this job at the day? Speaking of, did you call the...
Yeah, I went in.
I
walked in.
What'd they say?
No, not hiring right now. Nope.
Are they going to keep your thing on file?
I don't know. Who knows?
Well, luckily there's other places that'll be hiring. So I bet one of the gas stations in Grand Ridge is hiring.
Well, there's only one gas station there.
Well, then maybe they're hiring. You should look into it.
There's a weirdo who works there, and he always wants to talk to me. So if I get stuck there,
well, there you
he'll
go.
be
He wants to talk to you. Maybe he's the manager.
He'll be yapping all day with me. I don't want none of that.
Yeah, God forbid you relate to another human being that's outside of this crew here.
No, he's gross.
Hey, your cousin reached out to me last night because he's applying for a job at one of the other radio stations in town. Not the one I'm at, but yeah. So I don't know how much my advice is helpful, but
okay.
So that's good.
Cool. Yeah, no, right now he lives in a dog poop house. Did I tell you about that?
You vaguely talked like he's got some weirdo roommate.
Well, yeah, his roommate's a hoarder, and there used to be 11 dogs there, and they all pooped in the basement.
Are but the dogs aren't there now?
No, there's one dog, and he poops in the house.
Well, they should probably start taking that dog out because feces in the home is not very healthy.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's his plan, but the roommate doesn't want to.
The roommate wants that dog to shit inside the house. Like that is a conscious choice.
No, but he doesn't want him to be kennelled.
I'm not saying it's even being kennelled.
Yeah, and he also doesn't want to train it.
But he doesn't want to take it outside to go to the bathroom. He just lets it shit all over the house. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, to a certain
So there's a little bit more than not wanting to kennel. There's some synapses not connecting in that situation. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You're telling me the dude wants that dog to shit inside the house?
He doesn't necessarily like the poopy in the house, but he doesn't.
But he's not going to do anything to stop it from happening.
Yes.
So
he's not going to put the diaper on the dog.
Or maybe take the dog outside like everybody else. You walk the dog. The dog shits. You pick up the shit. You throw the shit away.
Yeah, but see, he's normally he's busy playing PC games or something.
Well, that's all.
He does like My Little Pony.
Okay, that's all I need to hear. I'm done.
He's got the figures.
I'm done.
He did have several figures.
Fine.
Okay. And a plushie.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
My Little Pony.
Yeah, I know what My Little Pony was.
Yeah, he's got figures and a plushie. He likes it. He likes the show.
Is that show still on?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the bronies, bro ponies love it.
Oh yeah, we talked about those people.
Nothing wrong with a person who likes a pony.
Hey, whatever you do in the comfort of your own home, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody, whatever.
Yeah.
But you start fucking telling me about it, I'm gonna tell you what I think about it.
Okay.
You're probably gonna feel bad when I'm done.
Okay. No, the bronies. One of them actually did one of the worst things I've ever seen on the internet.
He stated an informed opinion based on stuff he actually saw and watched?
No.
And it had nothing to do with jerking off or profanity?
No, it was jerking off. He took 3 years and filled up a mason jar full of cum and drowned a pony in it.
Whatever.
Yeah, a plastic pony. And there was a boiling incident.
There was a what?
A boiling incident. Yeah, he put it next to the radiator and the cum boiled.
That's fucked up.
It is.
How do you find these things?
He posted it.
Where did
it
this
got
guy...
famous? It got famous.
Well, it's not that famous because I don't know about it, and I work in the media, so if it's truly famous, I'd have known about it.
Well, the mainstream media doesn't want to tell you stories like a man came in a jar for 30 years and drowned a pony.
Yeah. We don't want to think about pieces of shit.
Okay.
Like that guy.
Okay. Uh-oh. It's like the Reservoir Dogs, but not very good.
Or you could say it's like City on Fire.
Yeah?
A lot of people would say Reservoir Dogs are shit because they saw City on Fire first.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
Yeah. Tarantino said originally he hadn't seen that. I don't know if he recanted on that or not. Huh?
He saw it.
Yeah, he said originally he didn't.
I have no problem with it. I like what he does, but at the same time, it's dumb to.
Well, that was whenever he was starting out, so he probably thought he couldn't say that he was inspired.
Oh, look at they're going to.
Oh boy,
an Asian restaurant.
Yeah. I'm sure that'll make for a nice scene. Maybe they'll get some food up their nose.
Well, you'll get excited, Joe, because Chinese buffets. Your son rises and sets on that shit.
Oh, absolutely! I love a nice General Tao or maybe some honey pepper. Yeah. If I ever saw Sacred Mr. General Tao, I would probably suck and blow him for the gifts he's given us.
I tell you what, there's nothing more harrowing than turning my head and looking into the eyeballs of the buck.
It's like looking at the belly of the beast or the eye of the kraken.
It's like seeing my death.
Oh, okay.
And seeing it in the future.
Just what you're gonna look like in 30 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a bowl cut and very smooth skin.
The Nos Grinch stole their engines.
So that's one thing about the movie is, I mean, it's of its time, 2001, but the people are stealing stereos and DVD players.
Yeah,
that's the big items.
Yeah, now if you put those on the street corner, no one would take your DVD player.
Which is funny.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Some nice DVD players, though. Back in 2000, 2001.
Yeah, maybe region free.
Yeah. Well.
You can maybe play like the British Creep Show on that. Special features and commentary.
Well, Arrow's putting out.
Yeah, I saw that.
Or no, it's
Scream Factory. Real nice.
Yeah, Arrow already did that. Yeah.
I almost pulled the trigger on that one. I don't buy them myself. But that looks good.
I like Creep Show, but it's one of these things I've seen so many times. I'm in no hurry to watch it again, so I haven't pre-ordered the Blu-ray. I mean,
it's a really nice documentary and audio commentary if you haven't heard them.
Yeah, I don't really, even though we're doing these commentaries, I never listen to commentaries.
Oh, okay. I
have
enjoy
nothing
them.
against them. I just I don't know. I've never been a big commentary guy.
I've started archiving commentaries that I find online because normally they're real hard to find, just a general audio commentary. So I think downloaded a ton of them.
I think the commentaries that I've listened to the most that I've liked, John Carpenter.
Yeah, John Carpenter does fantastic ones with Kurt Russell.
Yeah, whenever he's got Kurt, they're fantastic. They're so funny and solid.
I really like the Evil Dead ones. Those are real funny, real informative.
I think I've listened to the first one.
Yeah. Well, there's one that I think Sam and Ted do, and then one with Bruce Campbell for the first one.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, they're going to clamp his tits.
Now, that guy there plays Johnny Tran. He's one of the villains in Die Another Day. But I don't know if I've seen him in anything else.
Oh, that poor actor. He had to get all oily for this shit movie.
Well, yeah, I would imagine. Oh, I'm playing a small role in a major Universal franchise film. Yeah. Pretty good deal.
Look, there's no oil on the ground. They're fuck-ups.
God, you're going to...
There's no oil.
That's fine, but because it's Fast and the Furious, you see a continuity error. They're fuck-ups that made this movie. A continuity in any of the other movies you like, and we both know there's nonstop continuities in all horror films that we like. You have no problem with it. Well, it's part of the charm.
I'm just pointing out a couple things.
I know, but I'm just saying, and I'm pointing out how you approach it.
Yeah.
Because
everyone approaches things differently.
Continuity error in Fast and the Furious, they're fuck-ups. Continuity error in Reanimator, you're like, it's cool. It's part of the charm. It's because you like Reanimator.
I wouldn't necessarily say it's cool, but I just don't mind it as much.
Well, because you like the movie.
Yeah.
But continuity errors are continuity errors. So if they're fuck-ups for their continuity error, Stuart Gordon's a fuck-up for his continuity error. You know what I mean?
I just don't know how you could do that. If you have a major scene with someone with gasoline all over their face and then you don't put any on the ground.
You know how movies are made. It's easy to see why.
Yeah. I don't know. You would
You
have
know
thought
how
that maybe
you know how that
30
stuff
million
happens.
Universal money would have been put to some better use.
You know how that happens.
Yeah.
Hey, these
Yeah, the commentaries, the subtitles don't
subtitles
match.
aren't 100%.
No, an intern did these ones.
Yeah.
See, that's racist.
So what'd you do today, Joe? Tell me about your day today.
Oh, I had some fun today.
What time
I woke up around maybe 11, maybe
Okay.
midnight or noon.
Okay, then what'd you do?
I got ready to come over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then Tyler came and picked me up at 1, and I've been over here since then.
Good.
Yeah.
Have your friends been enjoying your commentaries?
Yeah, I think so. Tad especially liked it.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, Tad's a nice guy.
Yeah. I'd give him a pat on the back and a couple push-ups.
Now, you and Tad, you're first cousins, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so you guys spend holidays together?
Oh, yeah, I see him.
Okay.
Sometimes I bring my magic cards over and we play some games.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving and Christmas and Easter.
Yeah. Do you guys sit next to each other at the dinner table
Sure.
on holidays?
Do some chatting.
Yeah. You guys just say weird little in-jokes, you whisper to each other?
No, we don't even whisper. We talk loudly.
Yeah.
We're both loud people.
Is his family as disappointed in him as yours is with you?
No. I think no, they like him. They think he's got a media empire, basically.
And what do they think about you?
Their family, his family, I think they think of me of like helpful and kind of nice.
Yeah. Well, good.
Yeah, I've been helping them clear out the dog shit home.
Now, tell me about his roommate. Other than the fact that, he has no problem smelling dog shit 24/7.
He's a nice guy. I mean, I knew him back in high school. He's just kind of...
Now, these guys aren't the ones that you were smoking weed with, is it?
No.
No, okay.
No, that's
still doing that,
people.
Joe? Are you still doing that?
No, not really.
Okay,
No.
Good.
I don't know. I don't know if the opportunity came again, if I would take it.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with a little Mary J.
I'm not saying one way or the other. I was just asking if you were still doing it.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think it's good for you, Joe.
Mm.
You don't
think it'll make me a bit more creative?
No, because
Okay.
I think you're plenty creative. Your creative level is
at the max.
Is what it is,
Okay.
But you're a good collaborator, though.
Oh, okay.
You can be.
Yeah, I got some input for people.
Yeah. You're very talented in that respect.
Oh, thank you.
You're the baby boy Buck.
Yeah, poor bald Diesel.
Yeah, he's telling a very sad story now about it.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he attacked his father.
Oh no.
Beat him with a wrench.
Yeah, so he's just a violent thug.
Or I don't know if it was his dad or not. If it was something to do with his dad. I don't remember, actually. Like I said, I've only watched this one a couple of times. This isn't the one starting with the fourth.
Do you really like the Tokyo one?
Everyone on the internet said it was really bad. So I went in with it with low expectations, but I walked away liking it. I mean, for what it is.
How about Too Fast, Too Furious?
That's the one I don't. That's probably my least favorite.
Oh, okay.
I feel it's. I mean, I like what now in the franchise. You look at the whole series of movies. I like what Too Fast, Too Furious brought to it. The characters it gave us, but as a movie unto itself, I think that's the weakest one.
What about the Fast and the Furious?
Fast Five-rosaurus Rex.
Yeah.
I love Fast Five, man. That's a great heist movie. I think that's a legit great heist film. Not just a great Fast and Furious movie. I think that's just a really fun, badass action heist movie.
I don't know. Maybe we should be watching that one then, because nothing's really happening in this.
Well, there's plenty happening here. That's what I mean. This one's not as fast-paced as the other ones.
But there's also no good characters or plot to make up for it.
It's not a great, no, it's not, that's what I mean. You watch this movie, you would never expect to get 8 of these movies.
No.
But I wouldn't say all the characters are crap. I think Vin Diesel's character, I think Mia's character there, Mia,
Does she have a character?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of nuance to her. She's a three-dimensional character.
Oh.
Then she continues. Because really Fast and the Furious, which is the fourth movie, Fast and Furious, is like the first direct sequel. So you could skip 2 and 3 if you wanted. Because the fourth movie brings all these characters back together. So it's almost like...
Oh boy, it's like a bad high school reunion where everyone shaved their heads and got into Nazism.
Are you going to go? When is your high school reunion?
I got no idea.
What year did you graduate?
13th, I think.
You should think. You don't remember what year you graduated high school?
No, I'm not good with dates.
So this year is your 5-year, would be your 5-year.
I guess so, yeah.
Your, reunion. Are you having one?
I haven't heard anything about it.
Is there a group for your high school, your graduating class on Facebook?
Yeah, there is. Nobody's posted in it in a while.
Well, you should post in it. Everyone's going to want to meet you now, Joe.
I've tried plugging my movie shit in there.
You know, between Grace's Room, Butcher the Baker's, Benevolent Buckley, Malevolent movies.
Yeah.
You know, these commentaries to a lesser extent, and your Patreon podcast.
Yeah.
You're a goddamn superstar, baby.
I'm like Citizen Kane. I have a media empire.
You're going to start just doing puzzles all the time.
Yeah. Well, no, Rosebud.
Have you actually seen Citizen Kane?
Yeah, Kane's good.
Oh, hell yeah. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's
I
worthy of its praise.
I downloaded the Ebert commentary. I got to listen to it
with
that.
That's on there, and there's also a separate from Peter Bogdanovich.
Okay.
That's great.
I hear the Ebert one is like one of the best like cinephile commentaries ever made because he's got so much info on it.
I think that was his favorite movie of all time.
Yeah.
Do you know that Gene Sisco's, you know what his favorite movie of all time was?
I don't know, probably like Madagascar.
No, Saturday Night Fever. Matter of fact, I believe he owned one of the original suits.
Oh. He probably had like a 35mm print.
Might have.
Uh-oh, he's sleeping with Vin's sister. Is that going to come up?
Oh, he's not going to be happy about it.
Yep, somebody's fucking his sweet sister. Somebody's sticking his dick in her sweet nothing.
So, Joe, if somebody... has your sister ever had a boyfriend?
Oh, I would assume so. I don't know.
You don't know for certain?
No,
like she's never brought anyone around?
No.
But let's say she did have a boyfriend. Would you feel, you're the big brother.
No.
Would you feel protective in any way?
No. I don't care. People can fuck her if they want. Yeah, she's probably already taken 8 dicks at college, and she's been there 2 weeks.
That's awful, man.
No, that's not awful. She's exploring her body.
You should be fucking ashamed of yourself. That's
Why?
your sister. That's your fucking blood, man. That's your sister.
Yeah, exactly. And if I was at college, I would want to get laid, so why not her?
Because you're not saying it in a respectful way. It's just cool as you get. You're like, hey, you're calling her a hoe, basically.
No, I'm not. People are allowed to be sexually liberated.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah. And she's probably so sexually liberated that she would take 3 dicks at once. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
God damn you to hell.
Yeah.
God damn you, Joe Buckley.
Yeah.
I don't know why I do this.
No, it's completely fine.
I don't know why I do this.
Oh, see, Vin Diesel's shirtless. Now maybe he has something for the ladies.
Yeah, well, he's a handsome dude, and his
nipples are hard.
Oh, it's cold in there.
Yeah.
It's cold in that garage.
Yeah, but see, maybe they're going to rub up against a car to warm up a little.
Well, perhaps.
Yeah, against a rust in engine oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, just using engine oil to lube up his dick. So that way he slides in and out with the nos in their pussy. I think that's how people who love cars fuck.
Oh, yeah?
That might have been in Cronenberg's Crash. I'd much rather be watching than that. I'd rather be watching people fuck amputees.
Well, Crash is a very interesting movie.
Yeah.
I like James Spader.
Yeah.
But this is a cool montage because this is basically all these guys.
They're getting taken down by the law.
Yep. There's going to be major ramifications for this.
Yep. You know what? You've been driving too fast. Time to be arrested.
You've been driving so fast and so furious.
Exactly. You're going to the clink. We're putting you in a mental institution where you will be forced pills up your butthole to make you less crazy and fast. We're going to inject slow pills in your bottom. That's what they should be saying.
Yeah, bottom.
Yeah.
Oh. His dad smacked him.
Yeah.
No honor.
Yep, exactly.
It's a good soundtrack.
They should call this No Honor, Too Fast, No Honor, Too Furious.
We haven't really talked too much about the movie at all, have we?
No, but I don't see any reason why we would.
Of course not. Of course you don't.
Yeah. Because there's really nothing to talk about.
So what?
I would be shocked if they're like what they would say on their official commentary.
So they would probably talk about the locations.
Yeah. We'll see, this car only goes 90 miles per hour, but in the movie we make it seem like it went 130, and that was pretty badass, I think.
And here's the thing, Joe. You talk this shit, but I guarantee you smack your little ball sack around, probably thinking about Death Proof.
Death Proof is good. Some people hate that, but yeah.
I don't think it's good. I don't think it's terrible, but I think it's weak. Incredibly weak.
Well, which one did you see? The Grindhouse one or the extended?
I've seen both of them. I saw Grindhouse in the theater.
Okay. Yeah, I thought the Grindhouse cut was good. I thought the extended was too long.
But what I mean is the car stuff. You know, why you just have a natural dislike of the car culture, and that's fine if you dislike it, but because of that, you're not going to even allow the movie to surprise you.
No, it's not necessarily because I've got a cousin who does minor racing. I mean, it's.
Do you go and do you watch him? Do you support him?
I think I've gone before, yeah, with the fam.
Yeah, with the family, because the fam. But you don't give a shit about it.
Well, no, but I mean, it's not like everybody in my family is going to see the movies. I mean, people do what they do.
I know, but what I'm saying is, your cousin being into car stuff doesn't change the fact that you don't like it. And that's fine. You don't have to like it. But I feel that you're also not going to let your mind be open in any way because you've made it up.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
and that's
I mean, people make their minds up.
Yeah, but you also hinder yourself.
Yeah, but
so many. I mean, thank God, this commentary. He's doing these commentaries for only reason you watch Jaws 2.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
You fought it and you fought it and you fought it.
I didn't think it was like that great.
But you had no reason not to think that, especially when the popular consensus is that it's a pretty good sequel.
No, I had never heard of anything about Jaws 2 before the commentary. So the popular consensus is... Ugh.
No, that's not true at all. If you just do some research, you'd find. There's an entire book dedicated to making
I'm sure
the
movie. The people who like the movie, they like the movie. They think it's a good sequel. But I mean, you never hear anything about the Jaws sequel.
People talk about Jaws 2 all the time in movie circles. If you listen to any major film podcasts like Shockwaves or anything like that, whenever Jaws 2 is brought up, it's in very favorable light.
Yeah.
When that Blu-ray came out, everyone was excited. Finally, getting Jaws 2 in HD.
Yeah.
There, smoke that fool.
Yeah. Uh-oh. And then they just plow into a toddler. They don't show that in these movies. Illegal street racing.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I think this movie encourages illegal behavior.
Yeah, well, there's been that argument, that's the popularity of the movies. But as the films have gone on, that's what's so weird watching this one is the street racing is so.
Yeah, now they're like jumping over helicopters and shit.
They're action crime films. The street racing, there's always going to be that element in all the movies because that's where it came from. But it's really this whole street racing.
Yeah, they're like jumping over a tank.
That's what I mean. They're big, silly superhero type movies now. They're ridiculous, but they're fun. They're well executed, ridiculous.
Yeah. But
you just can't help but get behind it. I mean, you know what to expect when you go in, and it delivers, and it's entertaining as hell. It's candy, it's like candy bars. It's just candy.
See, if this movie was a person, I'd like to get behind them and then get in front of them and then behind again and in front and then behind and in front, and they would have to taste it. They went like that.
I don't know what they mean. What do you mean?
Ass to mouth.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're having a shrimp dinner. And in this case, they didn't want product placement on the Louisiana hot sauce, so the label's turned.
Well, that's still a Coca-Cola.
But the Coca-Cola's okay. That's what I mean. Everything you see is deliberate. It's product placement. Yeah. All movies, because that. So in The Shining, when you see all those labels out front.
No, there's no way they got money for all those labels. That was just
a natural. Money. I'm saying though that they knew and there was purpose behind it. It wasn't just for the hell of it.
No, the purpose was to make it look like a kitchen. So you need.
I know, but they could turn the label out.
But then it doesn't look natural anymore.
Well, it does. It's fine. That's what's done in movies, though.
In some movies, if you want to make a natural-looking movie, you don't do it like that.
Whatever, Joe.
Yeah. Because it's completely not illegal to show products in
And that's
movies.
not
The reason why they don't, why you see labels certain is because they don't want to give away free shit to people who don't pay.
And some labels don't want their product associated with
but they've got no right to say that.
They can. Yes, they can. That happens all the time.
They can ask.
That happens all the time.
Yeah.
They'll have to blur it out or do something.
No, nobody blurs it out.
That's why you watch a lot of indie films have to, watch for that. You can't just put copywritten logos and shit. There's laws to that.
The way I've heard is if it's a physical product and it's in your movie, that's fine as long as it's not the focus of it.
Yeah, but at any point, any of these guys can come out and say, no, we don't want that.
Well, you can say no, but that doesn't mean you have to respect that no.
Well, most of the time they will.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, look at that, Joe.
Oh boy. See, if I wanted to see like a nice ass on a cute girl, I'd just be jerking off to the Game Bang Lesbian 6.
Uh-huh. Same old Joe.
Yeah.
Joe is, and that's the thing about Joe. He's like mediocre fast food. You know you're going to get the same slightly stale burger every single time. There's never a change in it.
Yeah. Sometimes they accidentally put the mayonnaise on it.
And sometimes you're okay with that. That's all you need. And so Joe, the people that love Joe, I mean, sometimes that lowest common denominator shit's all you need.
No, see, I don't think of it
when
like
you're not
that.
being edited by Tyler, you just get the same stuff.
No, I think I offer informative views.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're racing for sexual favors.
See, that's illegal. It's prostitution.
That is. Hey, look at that wad of cash.
That's probably $100 bill and a bunch of ones.
Might not even be real.
Yeah. Some of them use prop money. Because the interns will steal it. PAs. Oh, he's going to get beat by a girl. That'll be so man-crushing. His little balls will shrivel back up into his esophagus, and he'll have little labias now in the car world. Hey,
remember that time we were on the set of Butcher the Bakers, and you said some really disgusting stuff in front of some of the other female actresses.
Yeah.
And Mike Behrens, who played Drag, the professional wrestler.
Yeah.
He got up your ass, and he scared you so bad that you wouldn't come out of the car. You sat in the back seat of the car for half an hour.
I recall that happening differently.
Because he chewed your ass out something fierce.
No. He said, I was making some jokes, and then to two of my close female friends, I knew them very well, so I knew they would be fine with whatever I said. And I said something like,
doesn't matter what you said. He said a standard disgusting joke.
Sure.
And he took umbrage.
And he said, "Oh, you can't say that in front of ladies. That's bad." And I'm like, "Well, I'll say anything in front of anyone. I'm so non-sexist. I don't care."
I remember your argument, very weak argument, but you worked it as hard as you could.
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny that I saw fear.
And then I went...
There was fear.
No, I didn't want to start arguing with the main actor and cause a scene. You don't do that in
the fact
movie.
That the main actor was, 6 foot whatever and could bench press 3.
He's not going to hit people.
Well,
I mean, that's illegal.
He may not hit you, but he may throw you up against the wall and give you a couple of slags. It doesn't matter.
Illegal.
What are you going to do, call the cops?
I wouldn't want to disrupt the movie.
It's only illegal if you tell the cops.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't have done that.
I wouldn't want to disrupt the movie, sure.
Well,
but he doesn't know that.
Well,
he doesn't know that.
He assumed it. Yeah. He was going to take that calculated risk.
I don't know. And then I went to go, the shot was running long, so we went to go sit down, and I sat in the car with those same 2 females I supposedly offended so badly, and then Trevor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because you have to sit somewhere. You can't just stand all day on set. Your legs will give out on you. That's 16-hour days. Uh-oh, that man has painted fingernails. Is that a big thing in car culture?
I don't know.
And why are we watching these characters race? We don't know who they are.
We know who they are. That's the main villain there. And then that's their little buddy.
Mm.
And this sets up a very important,
okay.
some of the rising action that's going to come. So he just bet his car, and then he lost the car because it's not really his, and now he's scared, so he's splitting.
Maybe,
and that guy he just did that to is a gangster, and so he knows it's going to bring the heat down on the family, or the group.
And then maybe he'll run out of NOS for the big last fight. He won't have enough.
There's always plenty of NOS, man.
Oh, okay. See, some people sniff it to get high, but that's fine.
So Volumes of Blood, doing their movie Volumes of Blood 3. And they just announced my casting.
Ooh.
Did you see the picture, though? Did you see something wrong with it?
Black and white. Let me see.
No, not the picture, but see the announcement?
Oh,
what's wrong about
you
that?
Matthew Ryan Ziegler.
They screwed my name up.
Oh, well. Yeah. Oh, well. Yeah. Yeah, because your name's Ryan. It's not Matthew.
No, it's Ryan Matthew.
Yeah.
But they said Matthew Ryan on the actual...
Yeah. Well, sometimes I call you Ziggy, too, and you don't like that.
I hate that. That was a crappy nickname.
Okay.
That's a nickname that many of my relatives had, though. You know,
Oh, okay.
I've just never liked it.
How about the Zig Man?
I mean, I like that better.
Okay.
Than Ziggy. I don't like it either, but...
Okay. How about Zipper? Is that good or no? Is that on the list of bad nicknames?
Zipper?
Yeah.
If you want to call me Zipper, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
I want to know, you know.
Okay. Uh-oh, now he's going to have to blow the diesel for punishment. How long is this?
It's an hour and 47 minutes.
Seems a little long. See, I think I'd feel better if it was maybe like 74 minutes. Nice 74. 75 even, I'll give it. Uh-oh, it's a lover spat. He's going to race so hard, but the problem is they're going to race on a dock, and if he doesn't go fast enough, he'll fall into the ocean and drown. Yep, Jaws might eat him.
Yeah. See?
He just gave away his cover for nothing.
Yeah, because he's in love with her, and he needs to be able to save. He knows that shit's going to go down, and now he feels for Dominic. He feels for that crew. His loyalty, has been challenged, just like Point Break, like I said.
Even though
earlier.
they've only known each other for what, like a couple days, maybe a weekend?
Oh, he just started hanging out with her recently, but he'd been going into their restaurant, their diner for a while. It doesn't matter, man. Sometimes people fall in love that quick. Someday you're going to fall in love, Joe.
Yeah, it's dramatic.
Yep. And now she knows, she knows that there's going to be this shit's going to come down. Her brother's going to find out that the cops infiltrated their group, and
yeah. Well, and plus they might not be able to go fast enough because their NOS containers might be slightly empty because someone else is using them to make a ring around in the parking lot.
They may have to use Monster Energy
ultralight.
Ultra.
Okay. Yeah, he might have to go so fast that he won't even have time to pull over and piss, and he'll have to piss into an empty Gatorade bottle. Is there like a shot where like they go 88? Maybe a little Back to the Future call?
No.
Oh, okay.
They go faster than that.
Oh. They're going to be on a vacation in the slammer if they keep it up. Oh, he's going to kiss his sister. I know it. He's going to give her a big smooch.
That's not his sister. Joe, do you not tell the difference between Michelle Rodriguez and Jordana Brewster?
I don't know.
Are you having a hard time to differentiate the two actresses?
They wear the same clothes.
No, they don't look anything alike.
I don't know.
They have similar color hair, and they're both female. That's about where it ends.
And the same clothes.
You son of a bitch, Joe.
I don't know. See, that'd be a much better headcanon, though.
Every woman looks the same to Joe. They're just somebody that will never talk to him.
I have trouble differentiating faces.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't know actors.
Yeah.
They all look like Philip Seymour Hoffman to me. Even Philip Seymour Hoffman looks like Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Well, imagine that.
I don't know.
Imagine that.
Yeah. Alfred Hitchcock, he looks like Philip Seymour Hoffman.
What's Joe Buckley look like?
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
What about Tim Curry?
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
So on your shirt, that's Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Basically, yeah.
Dressed as
he
a
might
clown?
as well be. Yeah, they just have to steal like a Shetland pony. They go for a high dollar on the market, $10,000 a pop.
They do,
for
man.
A pony hoof.
A lot of these rich kids, they want a pony for their birthday, and their rich fathers will pay any price.
Absolutely, even blood.
Joe, if somebody laid before you a nice looking cut of meat, you know it's not steak, but it looks delicious. It looks savory. It looks succulent. And right before you bit into it, they told you that was horse meat.
Oh yeah, I'd go down. I don't give a fuck.
What is the only kind of animal you wouldn't eat? Would you eat dog?
I'd eat dog. No bugs, thank you.
Well, there's a I think
I know they're insects, but if you're gonna count them as animals, I don't want to do bugs.
Fine. That's fine. But that's where you draw the line. Would you?
Yeah.
So okay.
I would eat a monkey. I don't care.
What about squirrel?
They might be a little bit too gamey. That's the only problem I have. I want the quality meat, and they're small and gamey and shit. I mean, if you laid out a nice cut of squirrel, I'd probably try it.
Yeah.
I'd try.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that moron shooting his own truck. I bet that guy's making mud. He's so scared.
I don't think he's that scared.
Okay.
Oh, do you hear that thunder? There's a major storm.
Uh-oh.
Major storm in this area.
Oh. Is this in the movie or
no,
real life?
No, this is outside right now.
Oh, okay.
There's a big storm.
That's spooky.
Aren't you afraid? You're afraid of something. Is it?
Yeah, it's rain. I don't like
just rain. So I'm letting you know it's gonna rain real hard. So what happens if we took you outside in the rain?
I would flail and then block my body with the door entrance so I wouldn't get out.
What is it about rain what is it about?
I just don't like being wet. I mean, I got my cell phone here. I got my wallet. Those things will be ruined.
I get that, but let's say you're outside without those things. We left them in here.
No, I still would not like that. Yeah? No. Far too much water. I don't like the cold water. No, it's just gross. Who wants to be outside all wet all day? Yeah. Takes forever to dry off wet clothes. You'll be sitting in your own soaking wet sky piss for an hour and a half. Who cares for it?
So you don't, and I know you're right, you haven't been invested in the story, but you're not at all, as a person who likes cinema, you're not at all impressed with the cutting and the stunts and the way the sequence is laid out? I mean, because if you're saying you're not, and that's fine, but I'm also going to say don't watch fucking any of the Mad Max movies, because...
Oh, see, there's his bloody arm. That was a no-no for the MPAA. I haven't really seen that many good stunts. I mean, it's cutting back and forth so fast. I mean, you can't really see the stunt well.
It's exciting. Well,
no, it's not exciting. I don't know what's going on.
Well, I mean, there's not that much more cutting than there is in the Road Warrior, Mad Max 2.
But you can see the actual stunt. I don't know what the stunt is here. It's just a car. The tires are bad.
I'm not saying the stunt. I'm saying the entire sequence, the way it's cut, the way it's put together, the number of shots. You're not at all impressed as a stunt, as an action set piece?
No, I don't think this would rank high on like lists of things that would be even hard to do in terms of stunts.
That is too.
What are they doing?
All this stuff is difficult.
4 cars driving really fast.
All of these things are difficult. Choreography, creating it, there's a lot of work that goes into all of this.
Yeah, but it's like every other car chase movie. I mean, it's not that hard of a... It's not like they're doing something real impressive like Fury Road or something like that. They just crashed a car. That's been done 1,000 times. That's not impressive.
All right, Joe. Yeah, I like how you throw Fury Road, but what I just saw now is not much different than Mad Max 2, which is considered above even Fury Road. But,
I haven't seen that one.
Well, see, there you go.
Yeah. Or
Smokey and the Bandit, or all the Vanishing Points, or all these other great car films.
Yeah.
Although really, with Vanishing Point, there really isn't any car stuff like that. It's more of a car chase movie. But
yeah, I don't like Burt Reynolds.
Well, I'm not a big Burt Reynolds fan either, but Smokey and the Bandits, you can't deny it.
Yeah. He's always gruff and bitching.
He's
just an old bitching man.
Not in his movie star days.
I don't know. I'd assume he would still be bitching back then.
I mean, he'd be like, in his
my shoes are too warm. Ice them for me.
Yeah, he's a grumpy old bastard. In the last 20 years, he certainly has been. But in his heyday, when he was the biggest movie star in the world for I don't know how many years it was, he was the #1 box office draw.
No, I assume he probably hit his wife.
I don't know. I don't know if there's ever been any allegations against him.
He was whacking directors, so I assume the old wife probably caught the blunt end of a fist.
I don't know if he's whacking directors, but
he whacked one.
So what?
So, I mean,
there's a lot of actors.
If you can't control your emotions in a moment, I would assume you probably also would hit your wife.
Well, no, that's terrible. That's terrible to assume that.
I don't know.
2 guys fighting. My dad used to fight all the time.
No, it's not one guy. It's one guy assaulting another man because Paul Thomas Anderson didn't fight back.
Well, look, because Paul Thomas Anderson couldn't fight his way out of a paper fucking bag, and I love P.T. Anderson.
Why would he?
I don't know.
There would be no reason to.
Somebody hits me, I hit him back. I mean, I don't care if I'm P.T. Anderson or not, so I'm just saying some guys are different. Well,
that's not a fight. That's just assaulting another human.
It can turn into a fight.
Yeah.
Joe, if somebody ever punches you and you whine and assault on assault, I'm going to punch you too.
No.
You fight back.
No.
Yes,
I might fight back, but I would still press charges, absolutely.
Joe, when this commentary's done, I'm going to punch you in the face and you're not going to do nothing about it. I'm going to do it right now. Come here, baby boy.
No.
Come here. Take it.
My penis! He's hitting my penis! He turned my penis inside out and hit it!
Yeah, damn it.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I play into your hands.
I don't know. Yeah, you're just putting in my soft hands.
You slimy baby boy.
Yeah.
Baby boy Buckley, that's what they call you.
I don't know how that trucker has so many bullets. He's only reloaded like once or twice.
I don't know, man. I don't know much about guns.
Well, normally they just have Gatorade bottles to piss in. That's all truckers have.
That's very true, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, their truckers are disgusting. They throw them outside the window, and just like they put their smokes in them too, and their piss.
What would you like say? Okay, let's say you were a truck driver and you had to go to the bathroom real bad.
I'd piss out the window.
Just as you're driving?
Yep. I'd be dangerous.
That's not gonna happen, Joe.
I'd connect a big hose to my dick and just let the piss trickle out the window.
They do have these things, leg bags. You can get these, like a condom catheter.
Yeah.
At like the medical store. Basically, it's like a condom. It has adhesive on it, and you roll it down over your dick, and it has a little hole at the end, at the tip, like the reservoir tip. And you connect
you can just feel free to piss in there all you like.
You connect a hose to that, to a leg bag, and it's essentially a condom catheter. You just piss into that.
And can you reuse those bags?
Yeah, you wash them out.
I think I found a new basement toy.
That's what when I used to take care of adults with disabilities, these guys were in wheelchairs, and when they were going to go out, oftentimes they would choose to have that because it was easier for them to just go to the bathroom into the leg bag while they're at the movies than, go into the bathroom and do all that because it takes time.
Yeah.
And so they would use those. And a friend of mine that I worked with one time, he actually
borrowed one,
and he put one on. So I actually was wearing this and they went to the bar and he's like, it was great. I never had to go to the bathroom all night.
You never had to leave.
Hey, remember that time, Joe, we went to a bar to see see our friend's band play?
Yeah, I remember.
And in this particular bar, had a piss trough
Yeah.
in the bathroom, and you were fascinated with that piss trough.
It was essentially a 50-gallon at least big metal thing just full of urine.
Yeah.
And it fell to the top.
And Joe just stood there fascinated. He had never seen so much
urine in one place.
Yeah, and it was all from different people.
Oh yeah.
You were just mesmerized. You were staring into it. There was a sheen.
Oh, I was just thinking, if the right person went into this bar, they would have a wonderful time in this room for a couple minutes.
Joe stood there staring at this piss trough, mesmerized by the colors on top, just like it was that thing in Creepshow 2.
Absolutely. Yep, it was coming to get me. I was afraid. But I did take a couple empty beer bottles and dip them into the piss so that they sank down.
At that point, I wasn't sure if I was ever going to talk to you again.
Oh, why? Why? There's nothing wrong with touching piss. Oh, poor Dom. Poor Dom's driving away. They're gazing lustfully into each other's eyes. They're never going to see each other again because one man cop, one man car man.
One man cop,
together.
one man car man.
Yeah.
That should be the next movie.
Yeah, it should. Universal, you better pay me. How about if I just I'll send them a script for 9-5 time fast.
Joe Buckley. Dom's car kicks ass.
Just get some cylinders on it. Uh-oh. Here comes a fast man.
Yeah, he's one of...
Ugh. Look at that awful acting.
He's not the strongest actor now. I've seen that kid in something else. I don't know what it was. It might be... I want to say, I'd have to look it up. I want to say he was in like the I Spit on Your Grave remake, which I thought was dog shit, but it was on TV one night.
He was just one of the hard rapists.
I think he might be, actually. I'd have to look it up, but I think he might be. I'm going to do that right now, actually.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see any of the remakes or sequels to the remakes or prequels to the remakes.
I had no desire.
I think there's a fourth one coming out.
I had no desire to watch it, but it was on, I don't know, Showtime or something a couple of years ago.
Showtime Extreme.
I watched a little of it, and then I ended up just watching all of it.
Yeah. They just turned like a movie.
Yeah, he is in it. Yeah, he's I believe he was one of the rapists in that movie.
Yeah, they just turned like a movie about a woman being gang raped into a franchise. That's Hollywood for you.
Well, you're not wrong there, I guess.
Yeah, and almost exactly like Fast and the Furious.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
How? Explain.
Well, see, a car is basically like a woman. It's got lots of holes. It's fast. It purs when you go nice. And these poor fellas are shooting it. They're shooting it. They're coming in it.
Okay, I'm done.
No, I assume. I assume some of these car people get so horny.
I was hoping you had some funny, weird analogy, but it all comes down to the same thing, so shutting you down.
No, there's a lot of car fetishists out there.
SYD. Shutting you down.
There's a lot. No, I hate those initials.
SYD.
No.
Shutting you down.
No. And now look, they're just shooting at random citizens.
It's dangerous.
Exactly. What kind of cop is he? A bad one.
Well, that's the thing is, as the movie, he's pretty much at the end of this movie, you see, that he ends up being a criminal.
See, I think his lieutenant should have spanked some sense into him.
But he's still a cop in the second film. But the fourth movie is when he goes the other way, and he's firmly entrenched.
Oh, he's the bad man now.
Well, yeah, he does, but he still has the connections and the skill, and I don't know, man. It's a fun set of movies. They're silly, they're ridiculous, but I tell you what, I've seen several of them in the theaters, and it's like being at a concert. People are excited, they're clapping, they're happy, and I can't
Well,
frown.
yeah, but that's also what, like, a preschool concert is like. Everybody's clapping, they're happy, they're pissing in joy, eating popcorn. It's a blast, I'm sure, if you can get into the atmosphere, but that's not quality concert.
Well, it is for them.
But
the kids are enjoying themselves, and in the context of that, they're enjoying themselves. A preschool concert, whatever the fuck this preschool concert thing you created is.
Yeah.
If kids are enjoying something and they're all happy and clapping, then it's successful. It's a good thing.
Oh, they're so happy they can't shut their mouths. They're drooling. They've got like they can't even get up from their seats. They have a piss bucket underneath
Shut
them.
up.
They're passing around the piss bucket and just drooling and pissing. They're so happy.
Just because that's the only way the Buckleys get along.
No,
when they don't pay the water bill.
We
and
don't have
they
a
can't
family.
flush the toilet.
No.
You guys have the community piss bucket.
No, we don't.
Oh, bullshit.
No, we don't. We've never
it's probably been passed down from generation to generation.
No, our family has never pissed in a bucket.
Old Abraham Buckley.
No, we don't have a magic Abraham
Buckley. He came here from
Bucket.
Kansas. You know, he thought he was from Oklahoma. He got his directions all fucked up. He was trying to go out to California to pick peaches. He ended up in Illinois.
Oh,
he's like, I guess I'll stay here.
Yeah, there's a nice lake right next to it. Yeah.
Old Abraham Buckley. And his sister wife, Eileen Buckley. And they had Uncle
You know
Soup.
what? Sometimes true love finds a way, and we can't really fault them for that, can we?
I swear, Joe, I would not be surprised, speaking of life finds a way, if the Buckley DNA was, in fact, extracted from some shitty vermin that was locked away in amber for 100,000
like
years.
Splinter from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
I wouldn't be surprised if there was some rodent DNA in the Buckley bloodline.
Because one time they cloned that goat, like Lucy or something like that, so you're saying maybe it had something to do with that?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But Joe Buckley's like, I'll clone a Buckley from the goat, but I'm going to go straight to the source.
Yeah, get that fucking goat pregnant.
You know what's fucked up, Joe, is I went to an orchard over the weekend, and they had an alpaca.
You saw a guy fucking a cow?
No, they had an alpaca, and it was...
Licking another alpaca's ass?
No, this upsets me, but I'm going to tell you anyway.
Okay.
So... I'm looking at this alpaca, and it stinks, man. It's covered in fucking flies.
Farm animals are awful smelling.
You know, and it's hanging out with some goats. I mean, they're all living in the same. I mean, it's a cool animal, whatever. And it turned its back to us. Okay. And basically, I find myself, because I'm not a very tall guy.
Yeah, your eye level to
the
alpacas.
Its asshole. Yeah, my eye line was looking directly into its fucking asshole.
Yeah.
I mean, it was as big as life right there. Yeah. And for a moment, for a second, I thought about you and all your jokes about animal sex, and I laughed to myself, and I was ashamed that I was looking at this creature.
This majestic alpaca.
And because it turned around, and for a moment, I saw its butt.
Yeah.
I immediately thought of one of your jokes, and I laughed to myself, and I was ashamed. I flogged myself. I got in my car. I whipped myself.
Okay. To stop your attraction to animals.
No.
That's what some people do.
Stop my attraction to hanging out with you.
Okay. No, I always see my cat's buttholes. It's awful. Their tails are always up, and you just see them.
Well,
yeah.
You can choose not to look.
It's not that but like they get right up in your face with it.
Well, then you moved it. Don't tell me. Are you trying to tell me, Joe Buckley?
I don't just gaze into my cat's asshole longingly.
It's regular for you to be sitting, and a cat will crawl up on your fucking ample chest, turn around on your cleavage, that fat shelf you call a chest, and its butthole will be a mere 2 inches from your nose and your mouth, and you will not move it?
If the butthole is too close to my face, I will move an animal, yeah.
Well, thank God. And it sucks that you had to say that out loud, and it sucks that I had to question it, but God damn it, Joe, I know how you roll.
No, I'm not that gross.
Gazing into the anus of your pets.
Now, see, a lot of people die trying to do that because they assume they can get in front of the train in time, and then their family's lives are just ruined forever, right?
It is.
Yeah.
But this is a movie, and that was a stunt.
Yeah.
So it's okay. Everybody's okay.
Okay. Well, no, sometimes even stunt actors die.
On occasion, yes. Yeah. But in this case, everybody's okay.
Okay.
I'm going to take this.
Wait, you're going to take that Monster Ultra Light and shove it up my nostrils?
No. Okay. I'm going to take the can. I'm going to pour out the rest of the beverage. I'm going to bend the can until it gets those sharp edges. I'm going to use that sharp edge to just carve
my nut hole?
Just to carve my initials into your forehead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like Last House on the Left.
He doesn't carve it in her forehead.
Well, yeah,
it says Krug on her chest bone.
Belly, yeah.
No, not her belly, your chest.
Okay.
Damn it, Joe, you don't watch anything.
I do.
You've seen Last House?
Yeah, I've seen Last House.
I just got that the special edition from Arrow.
Yeah,
it's pretty packed, man.
It's still censored. Last house.
There's 3 cuts on it.
Yeah. Nobody can find them.
Well, there's 3 cuts on the arrow, and I'm pretty sure that's the end of it.
I think there's some lesbian piss drinking,
and there's deleted
humiliation.
scene. There's no piss drinking.
I don't know.
No.
That's what I heard.
Well, whoever told you that's a lying sack of fucking shit.
Okay. He's offering him a chocolate.
90% of your interactions online.
Mm. Oh, he gave him his car. What a nice ex-police officer.
Well, because that minute car. It's a call. It's a callback to the earlier in the movie.
Yeah, now he's aiding a criminal.
Well, yeah, and that's what I mean. That's the conflict within him.
Yeah.
Is that going undercover to bust this ring? He's actually discovered he likes and he respects Dominic Toretto, and this is a theme that runs throughout the franchise. You know,
has Dominic Toretto ever done anything good for anyone else, or does he just mostly like racing?
Well, in the first,
because he seems like a scumbag.
As the series of movies go on, he's. I mean, he helps the government. Once you get to like 6 and 7.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's trying to stop the bionic flu. He has to race in time to stop it and hit it with his car before the flu goes into the president's asshole and nostrils.
All right, shut up. So there it is.
Oh.
Shutting you down, SYD.
Okay.
So there it is. Fast and the Furious, the very first one from 2001.
I call it the crass and the fuck this movie.
All right, well done, well done.
Yeah, I'll put that on the internet.
Yeah, do it. Put it on the internet.
Okay.
Put it on the internet.
Okay. Well, I mean, looks like the movie's about over, so it's about time for you to shut the fuck up, Ryan.
Oh yeah, you remember when you did that like an hour ago?
Yeah.
And I laughed a little bit.
Okay.
Not quite as funny this time.
Okay, that's fine.
Try to repeat the funnier jokes, please.
Oh, okay. Ugh. Listen to this song.
Yeah, I'm not. That's one thing about this series. I don't like hip hop.
They just have trash music.
I'm not a fan of the music. For the most part.
Yep.
Ted Levine, man.
Ew.
And because it's a PG-13 movie, even when they have the song, they have to
they have to beep out the N-words?
They have to censor the song too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, see, I don't like that about the radio, because you're just listening to your music or whatever, and there's just long pauses of nothing, because an adult can't hear the word bastard or
hey, man, trust me,
bitch.
Tell me about it, man.
Yeah.
Take it up with the FCC.
Oh, yeah, I call them the fucking cocksucking communists.
Nobody's a fan, especially if you work in broadcasting. There's always...
Yep. I think all of the FCC should be tied down and spanked for their naughty behavior.
I'm not a fan.
Yep. Picture this. What would you rather like to be in your office whenever you're doing radio? A chimpanzee covered in shit or the FCC?
Probably the chimpanzee covered in shit.
Okay, because that could at least be entertaining.
I can wash it off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, I can do tricks and make people laugh and smile. The FCC does nothing.
Yeah.
For anybody.
Well, but sometimes the chimp rips off a face. You got to watch out.
Well, that's...
You got to hit it.
It's collateral damage.
Yeah, you have to make it fear you. Smack it until it behaves.
All right, Joe. Well, enjoyed Fast and the Furious. Now,
I'm sure the people will enjoy. But
what people?
I did it. I don't know. Whoever listens.
Well, yeah, whoever.
Yeah, 200 views. That's not bad.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, do they listen to the whole thing? I mean, I can't.
Yeah.
I don't even listen to the whole thing.
No. Once people get past like 2 minutes in, they're gonna listen to the whole thing. Basically,
You think so?
We get really good retention.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Oh,
YouTube
good.
says.
I'll take your word for it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not paying really attention to it.
Yeah. Like everybody drops off, and then like 30% of the people stick through all the way through.
Well, God bless you, 30%. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah. So finish that. So Joe is basically throating the rest of that sausage roll. God, that's so gross, man. That is so gross. That is a nightmare.
It's like a big brown alien dick.
If an alien ever did come down here and kidnap you and suck you up in the spaceship, and if they based their entire knowledge of the human race
on just me,
based on you,
they would nuke us.
We'd be fucked.
Okay.
Yeah. Or they would take pity on us and leave us alone. Like, they're not going to last very long.
Yeah, they're just goat people. Fuck them.
Joe, why don't you eat it?
Yeah,
eat it, Joe. Eat it.
I'm kind of done with them. They weren't that good.
Eat it. Come on, eat it. Let's finish this commentary strong. Eat it.
Okay.
I don't mean.
Wait, how is this still got 3 minutes left?
Don't worry about it. Eat it. There's because a lot of people worked on this movie. It's a big movie.
Well,
God, look at you kicking the microphone. Drink that Mountain Dew. Now say you're a commentator now. You're a commentator now.
I'm a commentator now.
Say you're an actor now. Dance for me.
Yeah, I'm an actor now.
Yeah, now eat that. Eat the rest of that sausage. Entertain us.
Oh, look at my nipple. You can't look because it's a commentary. Oh, I'm smashing my nipple in the can. Ow! Ow!
Okay. All right. Well.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, Joe. Hopefully I made a point with you today. I don't know if it did or not. You know, the idea
I don't think anything stuck.
Forming your own opinion and not just regurgitating shit you see on the internet.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
We wouldn't yell at you as much.
Okay. See, the thing of it is, I think I have a right to know what kind of movies I normally like. I mean, I know what I like. I know what I don't.
I know, and that means you don't have to watch the movie. But if you try and tell me the movie's bad when you haven't seen it, that's where trouble comes into paradise.
You're saying it's like whenever all those kids get on the island and they start taunting Piggy, and I'm Piggy.
Oh, yeah.
Lord of the Flies.
Yeah, I know the movie.
Okay. Well, it's also a book.
I know. I read the book in high school.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah, I had to as well. And poor Piggy, he was always getting it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have you seen both? Because there's more than one version.
I've seen the Criterion one, the 60s.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever seen the one from the 90s?
No.
It's okay.
Yeah. I think that could be actually like a really good movie now that everybody's doing like all the Battle Royale shit and the Hunger Games whatever. And yeah, just do Lord of the Flies again. People will come.
Okay. Well.
Only thing is they couldn't actually do it with children because people hate watching a child die in a movie. They get so pissed.
Well, that's true. Yeah. But I think in the 90s one, Piggy dies.
Yeah.
So that wasn't that long ago, 20 years ago. So.
Oh, look at, they're going to end it just like THX.
Yeah, there's one final shot of Baja, Mexico.
Oh, he's probably sucking down some Baja Mountain Dew for some product placement.
Maybe there's Corona. I know Corona's getting made because they talk about Corona in the movies.
Oh, yeah. They said, oh, boy, this awful, disgusting beer is so good. It's like piss water. I'll drink some of it. Some philosophy from the dawn. Look, he's got to hit that cameraman.
He lives his life a quarter mile at a time. How do you live your life, Joe?
I live my life like actually, a quarter pounder. No, that's a nice joke. Yeah. What, because I'm big?
Yeah.
I'm big boned. I'm big boned.
Yeah.
Shut your fat fucking mouth.
No.
You've angered the director.
My doctor says I'm big boned. It's fine. It's a medical condition.
Yeah. Your doctor's a stuffed animal in the corner.
ACLU.
Okay, I'm